Guys, what what was this? What was this fucking show? What was this show? We had a championship match that we didn't need. We had nonsense between the Raw tag team, the Raw men's tag team for no reason. Jesus Christ. But let me just get into the show. We started off with, well, this is not gonna be in order, but we started off with Drew McIntyre, John Morrison, and Miz, like we always do. Jesus Christ. And this is not gonna be in order. This is not gonna be in order. But I will try my best to show to actually tell you what happened in every segment. So they talks and all that, they talking and all that stuff. Then we get a Firefly Funhouse, and then basically poking fun, and then Alexa Bliss says, "How do you spell jackass? How do you spell jackass?" And then freaking Funhouse Bray said, M-I-Z, Miz. And that made me laugh. That made me laugh. And that's basically the only thing that I liked about the show is the Firefly Funhouse. But we got after, I guess, like we had got the Fiend versus the Miz, a meaningless match, but I guess I don't know. But we get John Morrison got involved, so I'm skipping ahead. John Morrison got involved in the match, and then we seen Alexa Bliss literally clothesline John Morrison over the top, over the barricade, and then we didn't see it, and then we see a Finals Bray that's concerned, and we see him hit Miz with a sister. We seen Finals Bray hit him with his sister Abigail out of nowhere, and we see Alexa Bliss rise up and wait, the Fiend Finals Bray won, and we see Alexa Bliss rise up with a big smile on her face. She walked the barricade, she jumped off, and then they was holding hands, and then they got basically parallel. They basically got possessed by the Fiend. Like we seen like a Fiend on the Titantron. We seen a picture of the Fiend on a Titantron. We heard the screeching theme of the Fiend, and all both of them was just looking up, and then commercial cut. And the meaningless match that we shouldn't have got is a 6-woman tag match between Shayna and Nia Botch and Anal. I mean Lana. Yeah. So I mean Lana versus Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. So to open up the match, we seen uh Nia Jax try to put Dana Brooke through a table, and then Mandy Rose got involved, and then her elbow, and then basically Nia Jackson freaking Shayna injured her, and that took her out of the match. So basically a 2-1-3 handicap match. And then the closing moments, we seen Lana tag herself in, and she got hit with an Oscar lock. And then they said uh and then Nia Jax said, you you're tough. You showed why you. He said welcome to Team Raw. She said welcome to Team Raw. We all thought she wasn't going to put her through the table, but she gets put through a table again. And they said Lana's going to get her upcoming. No, this was no. Lana is getting is dealing with this stuff because what Miro said on NXT. I mean not NXT, AEW. So don't tell me this is going to be she's going to get her upcomings. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's gonna be the first person eliminated in the freaking match. And then after we seen Dana Brooke get attacked by Reckoning. Why? But okay. And Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose get replaced by uh Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans. Instead of actually using Peyton Royce in the main event scene, they put her in the tag team with Peyton Royce. They put her in a tag team with Lacey Evans another tag team, and you broke her out. You just broke her out from Billy Kay. That was dumb. That was stupid as fuck. That was stupid. So, yeah, and then we got basically it was it was Braun, AJ, Sheamus, and Keith Lee versus Retribution. What the fuck, man? Retribution. Retribution basically. Retribution picked up the win where Team Raw was arguing with each other. Basically, Braun Strowman was arguing with Matt Riddle and all that stuff, and he was arguing with Sheamus and all that stuff. And then we seen Mustafa Ali basically hit the roll up on get a roll up win on Matt Riddle, and that caused them to lose. Oh God, man! And we seen uh Shinsuke not we seen not Shinsuke we seen Sheamus backstage. This is not in order. We seen Sheamus backstage hand Drew McIntyre a Claymore sword. And I don't know why, but you'll see. And then we got the New Day, aka the New Day versus the Hurt Business, and the New Day picked up the victory in a good match, really good match. But it was a couple of little botches here and there, but they did do a promo before the show. They did do a promo before that match, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Then we get to the main event: Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, and he came out there with the Claymore sword, and he stabbed the sword into the ground, and then we seen flames come up and all that stuff. Then this match was, my gosh, it was okay. It was alright, and Drew McIntyre won. What? What? Instead of just keeping the championship on Randy Orton, at home so you had him lose the championship to Randy Orton just to have him get it back on a random episode of Raw. Well, that was just a waste of time. That was just a waste of time. The only things that kind of just entertained me was AKA the Firefly Funhouse, the Miz versus Bray Wyatt match, and that's it. Oh yeah, and the freaking the Hurt Business and the New Day match. That's it. The rest of this Raw can go straight to hell. I hated this Raw. How you gonna have You had Drew McIntyre lose the championship. That was dumb. But let me get out of here. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.